Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Kissy, and today I wanted to start this reading with the Tarot of the Orishas companion book message. As I was meditating, I shuffled and opened the page to the Four of Earth, and I went ahead and pulled the card for you so that you can observe the image while I read the description of the card. Now, before I start doing this, let me just say, trial and error, trial and error, trial and error. I don't know why that is the message for now. The energies just feel like you're being tested, trial and error, but it's like little mistake, and it's almost like saying like, okay, you make a mistake, go again. You make a mistake, go again. You make a mistake, like a perfectionistic kind of system. And it's like, it's almost like practice until you get it perfect. But it's almost like I don't want to say it's beyond your control, but it's almost not even necessarily out of character, but it's like there's like this tenacity of perfectionism that it was like, wait a second, what's going on here? This isn't the norm. So let's just say I'm picking up on that energy. Take it as you will. So let's go ahead and begin here with the Four of Earth. It states, on the summit of a mountain, we see a goat with 4 gold coins beneath its feet. 4 is the most earthly of the numbers. We should remember that the symbol of the earth is a circle with a cross in the center, dividing the circle into 4 equal parts of 90 degrees each. 90 times 4 equals 360, and 3 plus 6 plus 0 equals 9. Capricorn starts at 270 degrees of the ecliptic, which is 2 plus 7 plus 0 equals 9. It starts at the end of the 9th zodiacal house belonging to Sagittarius and ends at 300 degrees. 3 plus 0 equals 3. Thus, the wheel of life turns round and round until it reaches the house of Taurus, the first sign of Earth, which starts at 30 degrees. The wheel turns around and never stops, transmuting and changing. 9. Through cycles. 3. Everything that is determined, fixed, established, and balanced. 4. The meaning of this card, upright. By perseverance, you attain the success you had planned, gaining very important ground through which you can control, manage, and order. Success can bring loneliness, however, and to reach this success, perhaps you shall sleep alone. Profits. The goat always reaches the top of the mountain. Upside down. Your extreme severity can estrange you from the reality that surrounds you. You are liable to fall into excessive ambitions, avarice, stinginess, or, on the other hand, squandering, excessive spending, trusting that you will always succeed materially. Remember that the higher you reach, the more careful you will have to be. It is difficult for human beings to keep their balance while on top. You can be surprised and fall as quickly as you rose to the top. You have not learned the lesson of Saturn, a severe but fair judge. Everything at the right time and in the right proportion. There it is, folks. Makes perfect sense when we have this new moon in Capricorn coming in what is it, a day or two, 2 days? I don't even know what date today is. I think it's the 9th. Is it the 9th? Let me just check. Oh my god. It's the 10th. Wednesday the 10th. So tomorrow. Alrighty. Listen. Oh my goodness. Oh, this reminds me. I have to tell you. What an amazing freaking dream. I'm not going to get into the details, ladies and gentlemen, but the divine masculine and the divine feminine were in the ethers last night. And here's what's interesting. It was as if there was whatever questions either or may have had. It was like instant understanding. Like upon their being together, like in the dream, when they came together, there was no, it was almost like it was full understanding, full clarity. It was as if all the confusion or all of the misunderstanding or all of the issue, anything that came between the divine masculine and feminine was already in the past. And it was like on this level of an understanding of where we're going forward, who we are to each other, and that what we've been through was part of that journey. It was part of that. It almost feels, and I'm going to say it, but we did see that Four of Earth, but it feels like a settled feeling, but not like in a bad way. So, you know, most people can't stand the term, oh, settle down or settle. Like it just, maybe me because I'm an Aries, that term kind of does something. It like does like a little, just a tinge of a trigger behind my my subconscious, and it's like, okay, settle. But settling isn't not evolving, not growing. Okay, settling is it's like an established foundation, or being settled is an established foundation, like to now expand and grow, but from that settled space, like almost like just grounded. But anywho, wow, the dream was very beautiful. It was so calm, and by that I mean almost as if the conscious and the subconscious were one, and that there's just no question. There's no question. It's almost as if you just know on the soul level. You just know this is right, correct, mine, however you want to put it, okay? However you claim what is yours. But anywho, the dream was very beautiful. It was very and it was also very practical. So it wasn't like some woo-woo fantasy type dream. It was just a very like mundane. It felt like a very mundane dream, almost as if just having a regular, day in your routine, and then this person is just there with you, and it's almost like a skip into like a future, but it didn't feel far. It felt present. Okay, let me leave it at that before I don't know, say something buffoonish. Okay. Oh my god, it suddenly got like really hot in here. I mean, I do have the heater on, but it didn't feel like it was. Maybe my temperature just got hot talking about that dream. So anyways, divine masculine, divine feminine. I do see a union. I do see a understanding. I do see a clarity, and I do see a fullness of like a complete, look at that fullness, like a completion of the journey, like a phase of the journey has been completed, where it's like, oh, finally from here we can move in a direction. Like it's almost like I just heard going on the road, but that, it's like oh lordy, like anticipating a road trip or travel plans, anticipating the day to come, and then everything just like, oh, I wonder how it's gonna be, how exciting, da da da. Like you're thinking about all the ways that it can play out, but then all of a sudden the day arrives, and it's like, oh, it's here now, and it's happening, and you're literally living it out, and you're like, wow, it's here. It feels like And it's not at all what you had thought in the sense of like whatever made you anxious or nervous, and yet it feels relaxed and exciting at the same time. Okay, yeah, that's enough. Let's move forward. What is at the core of this reading for the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, please? Current energies, the projection of the current energies, where we're moving forward with this. Let's see what's at the core of this reading. The heart of the center. Okay. Guess we'll take it here. We got the moon. And I'm going to go ahead and put this one back. Only, you know what? No, you know why? I'm going to do this. Because this is the one that I first saw. Then these fell. And I was going to use this as the, what crosses. But you know what? No. I'm not satisfied with that. In the sense that, like it wasn't a clear, direct answer. It felt too convoluted. It's like, wait, is it this? Is it this? Is it that? So, because I'm not certain what spirit was responding, which was the answer from spirit, we're going to go ahead and do that again. Okay, there might be some anxiety around transformation for some. I just saw the Nine of Swords with the Death card. So transformation, fearing a change, a massive change, in fact. All right, so what is at the core of this reading for the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, please, Spirit? One card, please. Ooh, OMG. Can't make it up, can you? 4 of coins. Wow. Do you see how Spirit speaks? When you ground the energy and you realize, okay, this is, when I took back all that, because if it did, you could see and sense that it was chaotic. There wasn't a focus, direct focus. So notice that the card we picked previously was the 4 of coins, and now here we have it again. So the Sun in Capricorn energy, in this case, you can see he's holding on to his coins. He's showing them, but he's not showing that that's everything he has. He's just showing that those are the precious ones that he holds dear. Those are the ones that he has a lock and key for. So we have here a masculine that is about to share his precious jewels, but under very strict terms, or maybe even just selectively to a few. It's like not necessarily a secret, but then again, okay, a song that came through while I was meditating was Ja Rule, the song that said, every little thing that we do should be between me and you. The freaky things that we do, let's keep between me and you. Okie dokie. Divine Masculine. Every little thing that we do should be between me and you. Oh my goodness. All right. It has to be between me and you. So it's like whatever interferes with that. Like anything, and it can't be anything else. It's like everything that we do should be between me and you. Period. That's it. All right. Let's see what crosses this 4 of coins. So there's stability, however. There is a sense of stability at the core. Here we go. What crosses? We have the King of Wands in reverse. This is a very this is a person that wants to be controlling. It's very loud and arrogant, and this person really feels that they know better than anyone else. And And they are good at what they do, perhaps, or maybe they were good at what they did. But this person is now like, they've become very arrogant, or they've become very controlling, like, do as I say, not as I do. So somebody says that they've had it up to here, like they're done with it. They can't deal with it anymore. It's like, no way. Listen to this lyric. The moment that I step outside, so many reasons for me to run and hide. I can't do the little things I hold so dear, 'cause it's all those little things that I fear. Okay. I'm just a girl, rather not be, 'cause they won't let me stay late at night. So this is someone, okay. So what's hindering this balance is an energy that makes you feel like whatever you want to do, like you're being controlled, like you're being watched, like you're being told, this is how you got to do this is how you got to do that. And it's like, leave me alone, okay? I've had it up to here. Like, let me do things my way. I don't need you to boss me around. We have the Page of Swords. So someone is not communicating, and it could be you. You might not be wanting to share or express everything at face value, like in the sense like you're very quiet when people meet you, or you're observant. You like to kind of feel your way through when you're dealing with people. So you might be feeling a sense of like, or you might be being advised you should be more silent, trust your intuition so that you can feel yourself in the dynamic. Let's clarify this King. Why is this King of Wands crossing the heart of the matter? Like, why is this is the issue that's hindering? Oh my. This is giving me a little bit of a story here. Someone that didn't have like a new beginning, they lacked passion, and they were under severe control. And so they maybe surrendered what they had for a bigger payout in order to get a victory, but that victory never came. So there's a person that's bitter because they didn't get their win, or they didn't get what they wanted because they were under certain controls that didn't allow them to express themselves, that it didn't allow them to take moves that they wanted to make, to follow their passions, follow their bliss. And they gave up what they had for supposedly a bigger payout, but they thought they were going to get a victory. Look, it's the Leo energy here. This could be a Leo, but it could just be the Leo energy. We also have Aries energy here. Yeah, whatever they thought was going to bring them victory didn't bring them victory. So now this person is kind of like wanting to, it's like control what, it's like they see you stable. They see you balanced. They see you creating something long term. So you're being advised to just observe and don't necessarily show your hand off the bat kind of thing. This could be maybe in an interview. This could be perhaps when you meet individuals. Just maybe a little word of advice, perhaps. Okay. What's going on with the ballroom? We have the Four of Swords in reverse. Emotionally, I don't think you're willing to move forward unless things are clear. And things are not... like you've dealt already with people that wear masks. You've dealt with people that are reserved. information. They don't share their information. They don't express themselves. They don't even share their emotions with you. They want to say that they're sharing information with you, but they don't give you insight about who they are. They just they might give you knowledge, they might share information, but they don't necessarily engage with you emotionally. And I think you're no longer tolerating non-emotional connections. And by that, non-emotional is not, we're talking about balanced emotions, okay? Where we can clearly express ourselves in a loving way without getting overly overly toxic or emotional, where it leads into like miscommunication and misunderstandings and stuff. But yeah, I feel like you don't want to deal with people that hide their feelings, but you also don't necessarily need to be with somebody that's going to be like telling you everything is about their feelings either. You want a balanced partnership emotionally that's honest and in integrity, clear. It's almost like mind over heart, mind over emotions, because when it comes to a partnership, you can't get carried away like this King of Wands could get in reverse. In other words, just say out of anger, speak out of anger, and say a bunch of stuff that you say in the moment. You mean it in the moment, but the repercussions of what you mean in the moment can have long-lasting effects, can impact a person negatively if not properly addressed, if not communicated. Because everybody is entitled to feel whatever they feel. Everybody is welcome to express whatever they need to express, whatever they feel. It's good to put it out there. But there are people that get in the habit of just doing that, of just lashing out in anger, or of just talking shit out their mouth, and then not even they accumulate that behavior through time, and then when you see that the response is no longer the same, like people just shut them out, or people just close off to that energy, no longer feed it, it pisses them off. It makes them want to control. It makes them want to take, like, why aren't you reacting to me? Why aren't you acting how you're supposed to act? You know what I mean? Like, they have an expectation of that behavior being okay, and they always kind of like, they get mad, but you don't get, you're not allowed to get mad. Very narcissistic, right? Like, they can have their tantrum, they can say everything evil, nasty, negative. They don't have to apologize, and when they get over their anger, when the flames kind of get watered out or watered down, whatever, now they want to, like, nothing happened and just have a conversation. There's no apology, there's no fixing, there's no remorse, there's no correcting, there's no and God forbid you try to address it and explain to them why they expect you that when they're calm, cool, and collected, then now you're going to be calm, cool, and collected too. You don't get to have your own feelings. You don't get to get mad that they reacted that way. You don't get to call them out that they were feeling that way, because now that pisses them off. So if you tell them, no, I don't want, now that you're calm, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to have this conversation. They'll jump in and throw in how unreasonable you are and how unfair you are and how blah, blah, blah. And, and then that pisses them off even more. So watch who you're dealing with, because that energy is strong in your stability attracts those that are not. Okay? Because you're what they want to hold on to when they're not stable. So when they can't get you to stabilize them, it makes them want to react to you. So anyways, emotionally, you don't want to deal with people that are like that are closed off, that wear masks, that are that the only emotions they share with you are when they're angry and frustrated, or otherwise they're going to be null and void when it comes to any expression of emotions, and they're just cold and distant and just cerebral and just throw information at you, and you're like, no, there's got to be a balance here. Okay, so your surroundings. Ooh, we have the King of Cups. This is a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio energy that surrounds you in your environment. Your environment can feel very nurturing, very loving, very emotionally satisfying at this time, fulfilling. There might be a King of Cups in your vicinity, in your neighborhood. It's a father figure that's looking, that looks out for the well-being of those that he cares for. Even if it's his community, the children of the community, this is someone very responsible and very considerate of others. This is a person that if he sees, a woman with, her car on the side of the road, he's going to offer help. He's going to do whatever he can to make her comfortable, to make her feel safe, to make her feel, supported. This kind of King of Cups energy is also this person is very they'll take care of your needs. Like, they want to feed you, they want to make sure you eat well, they want to make sure that, and it's not like clingy either, because the King of Cups, he's very emotionally aware, he's very mature, and so it doesn't come across as overbearing, or it doesn't come across as clingy. It comes across as very aware of what you need, by virtue of how well they know you. And by how well they know you and understand you, it's an intuitive knowing. So it's like he can see your body language, or she can see your body language, and notice if the temperature in the home is too cold, and they'll go warm it up because they saw you shivering, or like when you didn't think they were noticing, you're kind of just like, rubbing your arm like you're cold or something weird like that, and they notice these little tiny innuendos about your level of comfortability, or they'll go and get you a blanket, and they'll say, you want a blanket? And you're like, oh my God, how did you know? Because they're very intuitive, and they're very consciously aware of your temperature, your emotional balance, and how comfortable you feel. So that's what the environment feels like at this time, whether it's in your home, in your neighborhood, amongst the people that you associate with closely to, whether it's friends, family, neighbors, siblings. You're just in this energy, or you're vibrating in that energy, very nurturing. We have a lot of rest going on in the home. There's a need to relax your mind and to allow your body to heal if there's healing needed. It could just be getting more sleep, okay? But this is how you maintain your balance. A lot of Libra energies coming through too. We have here the Two of Swords is Libra, Moon in Libra. We have the Queen of Swords. She represents Libra. all the air sign feminine, but Libra in particular, okay? In this case. We also have Aquarius energy. But yeah, Libra. This is Jupiter in Libra. So expanding your partnership in the home. Could be also growing your relationship in the home. But also, just resting your mind. So we have the Sun in reverse. in the dining room, which represents the fifth house. It represents the number 5 of change also. So a change when it comes to this energy, the sun in reverse. It's like if you were feeling down, or if you were feeling kind of like lacking vitality, I feel like that's going to change, that's going to shift. Let's clarify why the sun is in reverse and why it's changing. There might be just a lack of passion and fire or creativity even, okay? It could just be like you've been focused on stability. You haven't maybe tapped into too much of your creativity or focused too much on things that you're very passionate about. Because you can be passionate about maintaining a certain level of material stability, right? A physical stability. You can be passionate when it comes to that, like, oh, I'm gonna eat healthier, or I'm going to go to the gym regularly, or I'm gonna save my money and I'm gonna start a savings account, or I'm gonna budget and work through my finances. Whatever that is that you do, you could be passionate about that, but that's not like fire passion. We're talking about like activities that are very like dancing, more rigorous type of activities, or creativity that is like creating something, art, music, things of a artistic nature. This could also be if you were not feeling energized or stimulated in your fire energy. That's about to change. And it's going to change big time, because this is the castle. This is almost like the Palace of Wands. It's all creativity, like creation. Oh my God, creation itself. And then the sun. This could also be getting pregnant. And the reason I say that is because the fifth house is about children also. It's about sex and the things that you genuinely love. So making love creates a child. I mean, a lot of passion. So I feel like there's going to be a change. And regardless, these two cards, even in reverse, they're still very positive, okay? So yeah. The change will be to amplify these energies. The change is that this energy is going to be manifesting or growing. Okay, I'm gonna put this one back because I was still kind of looking here, even though this is where I was focused. So my focus was split between these two spaces, and I don't know if it goes here or there. So I'm explaining that to you so you understand that the intention within has to match the focus without when we want to get an accurate reading. So what's going on in the sixth house? That was the Emperor that almost came out. So let's see what comes through. Show me the billiard room, please. Ooh, a tower moment in your routine. Something is really about to change. What's this? Ooh. Clarify this tower spirit. It's going to be shocking. Oh my God. Hold that thought. I don't know if it was in reverse. I don't know if it was upright. I'm putting it back because we're not taking a chance with a tower moment. I want clarity on this tower moment. What is this tower in regards to spirit in the billiard? We have the Hermit in reverse. Someone's coming out of a very hermit vibe. Like, you may have been healing. You may have been just very laying low in your day-to-day, not doing much, just, doing your basics, but not really having much of this kind of energized activities. It's not like, Mondays I do this and that, and Wednesdays we go here, and we're going to go out this place on Thursday and Friday. It's not like a very busy schedule. I feel like you have been very much within when it comes to your routines, and I think your routine's about to shift massively. You're coming out of a hermit phase. What's going on in the library? These cards do not move well. Clarify the library. What's going on in the library? Okay, so you could be learning in regards to your passions. This is the Knight of Wands is all the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but you could be moving so much passion. You're learning about your passion, what you're passionate about, what you really want to go after, what you really want to pursue. So I feel like you're coming out of a routine or out of maybe a rut, if anything, when it comes to your energy. This amplified energy that you're about to get is really going to propel you out of a cycle in your routines so that you can pursue a passion that is part of your spiritual journey. And it could be that a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius individual is coming to pursue you for a partnership as well. Keep in mind that this individual has not yet soiled their royal oats. Is that how it is from Coming to America? He's like, I want to go soil my royal oats. It's like they haven't, they're still exploring, they're still experimenting. This could be with their sexuality, but this could also just be, they're not ready to settle down, they're not ready to be committed, but some reason, somehow, they want to come and be in a relationship with you. Just know that this isn't a person that you can take seriously yet. They're still young, and they're still actively pursuing their own desires. This could also be, let's clarify this Knight of Wands in the 7th house. Why is the Knight of Wands in the 7th house? So this Knight of Wands, it either is releasing a burden by coming to you, or wants you to help them release a burden, or is escaping some kind of something that was very... They might have left a job. They might have left a relationship even that was having them very I feel like I said, the player energy, this person could have had a lot of people that they were dealing with, and it finally caught up to them, and they're like, I'm done. Like, I need to let these things go. This could also be just vices and, things that they were passionate about. Partying, going out, drinking, socializing. There's like, with Saturn in Sagittarius energy, in reverse, it's almost like letting up on letting go of an old vision, whether it's warranted or not, meaning whether it's by choice or not. This Knight of Wands is letting go of an old dream, not a dream, philosophy, an old philosophy, an old way of thinking or believing what they believed in. So maybe, just maybe, as young as they are, or young-minded, right, or immature, because they're not the king of wands, they're still a knight, they're still young, they might want to pursue you because they like your stability, they like what they see in you. And maybe I don't know, can you trust someone at that phase of their life for serious commitment? Not really. I think their intentions are well-meaning, but ultimately they'll probably let you down. Maybe not. Can they grow and become this King of Wands with your stability? That's very likely. Very likely. Yeah. So be discerning. Remember what we saw in the first house. It's like, do less talking, more trusting your intuition, more feeling your way through it. Feel your way through it. Trust your own ability to discern and know exactly what you're not going to tolerate, what you're not going to put up with anymore. Because this is a lot of creative energy that you're about to have. And you're in a very loving space, very, very emotionally and mentally. Okay? Like the balance between your mind and heart are very, I feel like, and it's a good balance too, because you got the feminine in the mind and the masculine in the environment, but it's water. So it's like an emotional environment, but you have a balanced mind within that emotional environment. And the environment is nurturing to your mind. So with that being said, and you being at rest at home, and you ready to come out of hermit mode and get into this creative mode, the last thing you want is this Knight of Wands to turn into this King of Wands in reverse, because they were, just because they're willing to let go of a burden and pursue a relationship with you doesn't necessarily mean that they're ready for it, Let's clarify the 8th house here, the hall. What's going on in the 8th house? What's being hidden? Oh, you have your hidden resource is this knowledge, this wisdom, a lot of information. You have a lot of information that you hold on to. With the World in reverse, it's like you're not done learning, even though you've hit a certain level, maybe like a plateau or something weird like that in a certain area of life. but you have a large resource of information, and that's never going to end. So be mindful that this Knight of Wands isn't in pursuit of the information that you have within. Because if you share that resource with this Knight of Wands, all that information, what are they going to do with that information? Are they going to create with you as a proper King of Wands? Or are they going to burn everything up in flames and then pursue something else? Causing disruptions in your routine, getting you even out of your own center. Be careful with that. What's going on in the lounge? Oof. Excuse me. We have in the lounge, you do see this partnership as stable. Even if you had to walk away and pursue a bigger dream, it was a matter of getting unstuck from a lie in regards to what you're doing. So you see a partnership as stable. You walked away to pursue a dream. You walked away from unfulfillment, from a lack of reciprocity. You put an end to a lack of reciprocity, and you ascended, and you went towards another dream, a new, you went into the unknown. At some point you may have felt stuck, like you were either being protected. The Eight of Swords, it gives me like two vibes. Then again, it is Gemini and Jupiter, or Jupiter and Gemini, excuse me. Jupiter and Gemini, expanding our thoughts. So it's like, if you had, if you went to pursue a dream, it was to get you out of a limited mindset that needed you to see a bigger picture about pursuing a truth that was hidden from you or kept from you. You couldn't see the truth about what you were working on or about what you were doing. Okay. So you see this partnership as stable and steady. But you had to walk away, and in pursuit of your dreams, there was a conflict that made you feel stuck, and it was not being able to see a truth of what you were working on. In terms of this partnership, you may have been kept from seeing the truth of what it is that was being manifested in this partnership. It's like you walking away and pursuing your dream actually protected you from deceit and from a painful truth. But you focused on your work. Let's see. What was it? Because like this and this and this makes sense, right? You can see the partnership and the union. You can see the love. You can see the connection. You can see that you are connected in this partnership. You can see that there is this union. And you see that it's stable too. The passion is real, it's stable. It's very loving. So even though you can see that, for whatever reason, you or your person had to abandon a lot of old connections in order to ascend into this dream, into what you saw, this vision, this love, this union, this balanced union. But somehow something happened and you ended up getting stuck and unable to see a truth about what you were working on what you were building, what you were actually creating. So what is it? Okay, why couldn't we see the truth? I just heard because you were being, you were actually being protected. You were being protected. It's like you were put in a little bubble of protection. Yeah, you were being protected from people trying to take your place or take your position, or you were being protected from having to defend yourself against this. It's almost like maybe, okay. I get the feeling that either spirit was, you got the clarity about this connection, okay? And you were diligent in releasing anything in the past with Saturn energy here. Anything that had you stuck in old emotional connections that were no longer fulfilling, were no longer regenerating. And so in order to ascend towards this vision, this dream, you had to be protected from the mind. Because as your mind was expanding, you were also, I guess, going to see things that you weren't ready to see or understand the truth of yet clearly. And it has to do with this work that you're focused on. So because you're focused on this work, it was like you had to be protected from having to defend yourself in order for this work to come through. It's almost like you weren't going to be able to protect yourself from what was coming after you. Jeez. I think spirit kept you in abeyance, so to speak. Like, we're going to suspend you here to avoid you having to do this, so that you can focus on this. Maybe fighting the spiritual war, even though you have been, but I don't get it. Like, this is more physical to me. Maybe like fighting, like people coming up against you, competing up against you, and you having to defend yourself. So it's like you were kept from having to do that You were mentally protected from having to do that so that you can focus on the work that you were manifesting. And notice this is also 8 of coins. We're in a 8 year, right? 2024. Sun in Virgo here. So it's like creating something diligently, regularly, routinely. You weren't going to be able to do that if you weren't mentally protected. Maybe if you knew the truth of what was really happening, of what was really going on, you wouldn't have been able to focus on doing that work. So what was happening? What was I being kept from? What was being hidden from sight? Oh my God. This love. Then we have the 8 of Wands in reverse. It was like you were being kept from seeing a love but you also didn't get to see opportunities that could have come, and you also didn't get to see what wasn't working. All right. I'm trying to. Hallelujah. All right. Let's just see. Give me 10,000, please. So some people might see that you, they might not see you as strong. They might take your kindness for weakness. They might not know what you've had to overcome or what battles you've had to fight. So what your strength is not being shown. In other words, your status or how people see you, they're not seeing you as strong. They're not seeing you as a leader. Why? Because you're too friendly. You're so friendly and you just want to love people and you just want to talk about your feelings. Oh my God. Maybe they see that you're too social. Why would they even think that? Oh. It has to do with your connections. Some people might think the divine collective is not really that strong. They're not really leaders, because if they were, they wouldn't be hanging out with these people, or they wouldn't be socializing with these individuals, or they wouldn't have these connections with these folks. What about that though? So it's almost like your associations in the public eye somehow make you seem not credible. I'm not taking that. Let's see. Hold on. Something is definitely transforming. Like we said, that stagnant energy is about to change real quick. I just saw this card here. somebody could be feeling very disappointed, very hurt. And I feel like, let me just see. Okay. Yeah, they might see you like a child. Now, just because this is what's showing up in your 10th house, it doesn't necessarily mean that that's who you are. That's not who you are. That's how you're being seen in the public eye. That's supposed to be what you're known for. It's like you're known as some, like an innocent child, or you're known as someone that's sweet and social, or something to that effect, like you couldn't hurt anyone, like you're a freaking sheep. But these are the folks that are saying that. They're young themselves, and they're just 3D bound. These 3D bound people see you as, oh, all that lovey-dovey stuff and all that love is light kind of energy. I don't know. It's like they're looking at it like that's weak. Okay, well, that's their opinion. There's the Hangman in the 11th house. So it's like your reputation kind of stands in the balance when it comes to a certain group. Does it really matter, though, that group that thinks that of you? Not really. I don't think that you're fulfilled there anyway. I don't feel that you're very happy there anyway. Like, you're kind of like still kind of thinking, do I want to participate with these people or not? Do I want to engage with this group or not? Is this my, are these my people or not kind of vibe, you know? Like, do I feel like, do I have the right perspective of who we are, who they are, who we, you know what I mean? But there's a lack of fulfillment there. Why is that there? This is conflict in reverse. So it's like an internal conflict that you have about where you belong. You might not be too happy about a certain group. It could be not necessarily. I don't think it would be family so much. 11th house is, you know, these are more, well, they are your social groups. Your family can be part of your social group as well, but it's more like organizations and, you know, social cliques kind of thing is the way that I see it. Clarify the 12th house. So we have a King of Coins in reverse in the 12th house. Clarify the King of Coins in reverse. Why is that there? There's a King of Coins, Earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn individual that you have in the back of your head subconsciously that you didn't choose. Why is this person showing up in the subconscious? Could also be a job that you did not take or choose. But I'm getting more that it's a person that this is a person you may have been involved with. This is someone. An earth sign in reverse, they could be very intolerant of anything you do. They might like lack creativity in some ways, or they lack some sort of like lightness in terms of magical thinking, or being a little bit, you know, aloof and childish. They might look at those things like your innocence looks childish to them, but their immaturity, they don't see it. Because to them, being greedy or being stubborn or being lacking the ability to let go sometimes, that is childish. To them, that's strength. That's, being an adult. That's how you handle life. But hey, this person in the back of your mind that you did not choose, this energy, it's there because you stood in your Emperor energy. So you made a choice or a decision, even on the subconscious level. You chose yourself. Ultimately, when you choose yourself, you always align with your highest calling or your highest purpose, or the right person for you. This person, this King of Coins in reverse, was not for you. They didn't have the best intentions. They were seeking to maybe eliminate your options or control your options in some way, some form. They weren't, that energy was not going to work for you. So you're having, it's like you stand alone in your own, you're guided by your higher self. You're being guided by your higher self. Spiritually, the Emperor is it's like your higher self. That's why you were able to check this King of Coins in reverse. It's like it was lingering in your subconscious some way, somehow. But you stood as this Emperor. It's like it prevents that energy from coming through. You know what I mean? Unreliable, unstable, an individual that is just not even, let's just say it, not very spiritual in the reverse, just very focused on the physical. They would have stopped your opportunities, options. They probably would have stopped you from manifesting your Emperor. This, if you're the masculine, this could be manifesting your Empress, you know what I mean? But anyhow, that is the reading for now, I think. Yep, I'm gonna leave it there for now, guys. I'll come back soon, okay? Take care. Let me see if I can do it. This whole thing, I just had like a email pop up, so I can't get to it. Okay, there.